What's up, guys? I decided to do a on the road podcast. I haven't done that in a long time, so this is just kind of a throwback. I used to do the drive-through. Was it the drive-through? No, it was the drive-in. The drive-in. That was the old-fashioned podcast where I would just drive around the country, talk about stuff. The same thing. Actually, the whatchamacallit, the car videos, right? The QAR videos that I did last summer. Those were basically drive-ins. You know what I mean? Just rebranded. So maybe I'll call this a car video. I don't know. I just wanted to talk to you guys and say hi and see how everybody's doing. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope everybody's having a good day, a good year. On 1/8/2022, I decided to do a Sunday kind of content. Usually I don't do content on the weekends, right? Don't expect this to be a commonplace thing. In fact, I think either Monday or Wednesday there should be a video where I make an announcement about schedule, future schedule. I made a bunch of videos actually. Sporadically they'll be coming through the week. They're already made. They're already up. They'll be coming at you. I'm really busy, writing this book. I'm planning on a whole dynasty, bro. I'm really planning this whole thing it's become like a franchise. I can't wait for you guys to see it. In fact, what I'm probably gonna end up doing is release something for free as a promotion. I wanna get you guys in. I want you guys to get a taste of the world. I want you guys to be embedded into my universe. It's gonna be fucking great, dude. I'm excited, man, because everybody was talking about how effed up everything was. Oh my God, Wizards is doing this, Wizards is doing that, and I understand. I'm not saying you're wrong. I get it. But when bad things happen, I have the opposite effect. I don't have the doom and gloom. Sit down and take it. I don't know. I'm just not built that way. I've always had a more rebellious belief system where when bad things happen, I stand up, I stand firm, and I resist. I'm not gonna kowtow to this new normal. It's not for me. No new normal. I didn't do that for Katana. And in 2019, I caught Katana. Didn't even know what it was. I was in pain. Still went to the gym. I just thought it was the flu. I was like, oh, the flu's extra this year, right? And I still went to the gym, right? Didn't care. Still lived my life, And then I caught it again. This one was the Omegatron, a week ago or so. And I'm not gonna let that beat me up and destroy me. I'm coughing all the time, But you don't see me taking an L and calling it the doom pill, I'm not taking the doom, and the economy is down, and I know people are down. I understand, and I empathize, and I sympathize. You're never gonna catch me downplaying it, I'm not saying your feelings are not validated. Yeah, I understand it. You have every right to be mad and upset and everything. You're human. I'm not gonna take that away from you. But for me, right, and with these new people kind of infiltrating, all these weirdos infiltrating entertainment and trying to brainwash your kids and try to embed all this weird, creepy, grooming material into the content. I'm not gonna just sit there and be like, oh my God, it's over, bro. I'm not gonna touch that content. I step away and I said, all right. Star Wars, it was bad. I said, okay, I'm out of here. I'm done with Star Wars, And that's when I started my journey of making my own universe, my own stuff, right? I really started, that was the beginnings of me just going, oh, let me look at my old notes that I had from a long time ago, from the early 2000s, and let me see if I can create something that I want to share with my family, my friends, and, everyone around me that I like, just kind of create something for people who want to, harken back to adventures, good, healthy adventures. that good old days, man. That what do you call it? That future of, you know, Buck Rogers and stuff like that, you know? What is that? The 22nd universe, right? The 22nd universe and everything, right? I just think it's not the end if you allow yourself not it to be the end, if that makes sense, right? It's only the end if you allow it. How about that? It's only the end if you allow it. It's only the end if you are taking the knee, you know, if you are in the fetal position, you know. It's not the end if you decide, you know what, I have, you know, self-validation in me. I have, you know, self-confidence in me. I believe in myself. I have a dream. I want to create something. I want to buy other people's creations. I want to, you know, support smaller creators who can make something that I enjoy. And let's see what happens. And I guarantee you, my friend, you're going to have a fantastic adventure. There's so many games right now. There's so many D&D products right now that aren't D&D, right? I say D&D, but you know what I mean. Tabletop RPGs. Locally, we say D&D as a catch-all. We're going to have to start changing that, unfortunately. You know, there are a ton of games out there. There's a ton of storybooks out there, right? There's a ton of novels out there, you know, check them out. There are comic books out there, check them out. You know, Isam did good, you know, I'm sure, you know, and then, you know, obviously there were other books, you know, Ethan Van Sciver, you have, you know, Richard Meyer and stuff like that. Shout out to them. You have, what was his name? Sorry, I completely forgot about, God dang it. See, I caught me out there. You caught me out there. Now I'm just kind of having a boomer moment. But you know what I mean. There's other guys out there who are making content that are good. You know, one guy who makes good content I like is Clint from Sweetcast. He made a good comic. Whatchamacallit? I call it the Wingdom, even though it's not the even though it's not the Wingdom. It's what do you call it? God dang it, I can't remember what it's called now. But it's the Sky book. It's a good book. I enjoyed it. There's so much content out there, guys. You just have to be willing to try it out. You know, be willing to to try a Kickstarter or Indiegogo, whatever's out there. And this light is blinding me. I cannot see right now. But yeah, you just have to be willing to try it out and be okay with, you know, walking away from the mass media stuff. You know, it's the mainstream is it's always gonna be there, and it's always gonna be, you know, watered down and not as good as the real deal, the ground roots, you know, the grassroots stuff. So I don't know, man. I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, but you know, I'm just giving you a direction that could work for you. Try it if you want. Leave it if you don't. Do what works for you. You know, the shadow pill. I always talked about that. John, his last name, god dang it, that's gonna bother me all day. I wish I remember his last name. John something. Oh my god, that's bad, dude. My memory is going. I loved his book, Graveyard Shift. It was so good. You know, it was a good book. But yeah, anyways, there's a lot of content out there, and I'm gonna make some content too. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna talk more about fantasy stuff. In fact, guys, I have a quick little announcement to make, but we'll probably make an official video about it at some point. But I'm focusing now on family, freedom, fiction, fantasy. That's the kind of, you know, that's the kind of jive I'm about now. I mean, finances, you know, is part of freedom, so I don't really say finances. I don't really say it, but it is part of freedom. You know, you need to have your finances together. Fitness, I don't say it, but that's part of, you know, that's part of your freedom. You know, you need to be fit. You can't be free if you're not fit, man. You can't. You're not gonna ever be free if you don't have some basic fitness, because you're always gonna be, or rather health. How about that? You know, if you don't have your health together, you're never gonna be free, because you're always gonna have to be reliant on the local doctor. And it's not bad to have a doctor in your life. That's fine. But you know, Katana taught me one thing with this vax, that they're bought and paid for. So I shouldn't have said the V word. I meant to say wax. But you get what I'm saying. They're bought and paid for, so it is what it is. You know, you can't just rely on them wholesale. You have to have self-reliance in your, you know, in that field. In all fields, you should have some level of self-reliance and some competency and you know, self-repair. You know, your car. You know, preventative measures first. That's the most important thing. Preventative measures, right? Instead of repairing. You don't want to have to repair. You want to be preventative. So eat well, sleep well, you know, have your mindset well, you know, don't be stressed out about things that are not worthy of being stressed. Cut all those ties that are stressing you out. And by that, I mean, I don't mean cut your family or something like that. I mean, cut like the people who are, you know, hurting you. You know, oh my God, this friend of mine, he's been on me, wasting my money. He always owes me money, borrowing money from me. Okay, stop giving him your money. Cut him off. You know, that kind of thing. You know, he doesn't respect your boundaries. Cut him off. That kind of thing. Anyways, that's an aside though. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I said a lot in here, and I boomered a lot in here. I do apologize about that. I hope you guys have a great day. God bless you, and see you next time. Bye.